back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Firefly Season 1, Episode number 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Alright, we got executive producer Kate coming to say registered hookery, laughing out loud. Also, Shepherd Book has his own prequel comic book series. No spoilers, but hell yeah, there's a story. I freaking knew he would have an epic story.
Who?
The Shepherd, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems likely.
It's
he just didn't wander in there.
Yeah, like in the fact
and
that
he
knows
know about criminals and stuff.
Yeah, I bet that shit's good. Alright, executive producer Bjorn coming through to say, hey guys, I'm so glad that you seem to enjoy the show. I mean, you can already tell that this is the start of something good. Setting up all these characters, a little mystery, and some great action. So RJ, I know you are joking, but just to clarify something about the ambassador, yes, Inara sleeps with people for money, but her line of work as a companion is one of the most respected ones in the galaxy. You better respect her name.
Okay.
Over here talking about hookery nonsense. It is a privilege to be chosen as one of her clients, and she opens certain doors in the community that our dear captain or any commoner never could. Mal is just pushing her buttons, and it's always fun to see them bickering.
Which is true.
That's not what I was going to say. The train heist was a lot of fun. Niska is a psycho, and much like you, it took everyone by surprise when Mal kicked his lackey into the engine. If you couldn't already tell, this is one of my most beloved shows ever. Savor every minute because we only get 14 episodes total. Such a shame. Now imagine this one being your introduction to Firefly without the pilot episode. Nobody who saw this back in the day on TV knew what was going on, and who could blame them since Fox screwed up majorly. Like, why would they do that? That just seems ridiculous. But yeah, facts. I would have not known what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was a little off with the Mandarin always being swear words. I mean, most of the time they are, but also it's used here and there in normal conversations. Yeah, I think we're just the ones exaggerating. Like, it's very clear when it seems like it's a curse word and when it's not.
Yeah.
It was just a fun piece of information to overutilize and joke on.
Yeah.
And me and you will take it there. I'm so sorry. By the way, Firefly is the ship's class, but its designation is Serenity, named by Mal after the lost battle. Okay. Love the reaction, and as always, I can't wait for the next one. Alright, well, Tish coming through to say, good reaction and looking forward to the next one. Just one thing, you can't be skipping the Firefly intro. How are you going to be singing along with it in 10 episodes or so? Our bad.
It's a song?
The intro.
I thought it was just music. Okay.
It's got lyrics.
Okay.
Alright, we got Eric Johnson coming through to say the moment when Mal kicks Niska's vengeful henchman into the engine is just perfect, especially with a follow-up conversation with the next guy. Yeah, all that was great. Being willing and able to pull off a moment like that in the very first episode that aired, thanks to Fox jerking the show around, I believe you could call that a good omen for what's still to come. Alright, and the last comment's from Corey, who says this episode was written as a new first episode after Fox told them the pilot was too grim and they wanted a lighter tone. It's a controversial opinion, but I think this was ultimately good for the show. The lighter tone is what made it the Firefly that everyone loves. Fun fact on the show, anytime Mal rides a horse, it's always the same horse. His name is Fred. Ah, that is a fun fact.
Always the same horse.
Now I'm going to have to look out for that. Okay. Alright guys, as always, great comments. Keep those coming, and let's get into episode 3 right now.
Get somebody like this. Probably gotta be like, come on again. Cut to it.
No, they're playing
with that
They're playing
ball.
games.
You can't bounce that shit.
It's like,
I mean, that'd be a good time to play that. Yeah, is there something to do? So you can...
Hello?
Who's winning?
I can't really tell. They don't seem to be playing by any civilized rules that I know.
Well, we're pretty far from civilization. How's your sister?
She's good. Better.
Still learning.
She has her days. And she still won't talk about what it was that they did to her at the academy.
Perhaps she's not sure herself.
She dreams about it. I know that much. Nightmares. And now on the run, on this ship, I don't know if I'll be able to help her here. And I need to help her.
Simon, you are. Leaving your whole world behind? It's incredibly selfless.
Yeah. They selflessly turned us both into wanted fugitives.
Oh, we're all running from something, I suppose. Proximity alert. Must be coming up on something.
Oh my god. What can it be? We're all doomed. Who's flying this thing? All right, that would be me. Back to work.
Who's flying this thing?
Where's
It
Doom?
makes us one man short.
Yeah, little Kaylee's always one man short.
Say, Doc, why don't you come on down? Play for our side.
Oh, she recovered real good. I would think at this point the prostitute girl wouldn't have to dress like that no more. I don't
Can you
think
just call an
nobody.
ambassador or anything
Or
else?
the ambassador.
The hooker.
I ain't gonna say that.
Grandpa. I know, so you were a prostitute. Like, they just, Vera just explained to you that she's like a high-level, classy lady.
Okay, well, the fancy lady.
Companion.
Anything.
Anything.
I'm just saying. I don't think nobody's gonna have sex.
The
with her.
horse.
Ran over. Can't imagine anybody's gonna be picking up. Bring us in a little closer. Get you close enough to ring the doorbell. What is it?
Yeah, she gonna have to wake up.
A ghost.
Yeah.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. Take me out to the black, tell them I ain't coming back. Burn the land and pour the sea. You can't take the sky from me. There's no place I can be since I found serenity. You can't take the sky from me.
So, what do we figure? Transport ship?
Converted cargo hauler. Maybe a short-range scow.
You can see she don't want to be parked like that. The port thrust's gone. That's what's making her spin the way she is.
A short-range vessel this far out into space?
Retrofitted to carry passengers.
Travelers pick them up cheap at government auction. A few modifications and they serve well enough for a one-way push to the outer planets.
Settlers.
Cram 15, maybe 20 families on a boat that size. You pack them in tight enough.
Families?
Tell you what I think. I figure that fellow we run into did everyone on board. Killed him. Then he decided to take a swim, see how fast his blood would boil out his ears.
You're a very up person.
Shouldn't we report this?
To who? Lions? Right. They're gonna run right out here, lickety-split, make sure these taxpayers are okay.
And we'll have to.
If there's folks on board in need of help, why aren't they beaming no distress call?
It's true. There's no beacon.
Which means it's likely no one's looking to find her.
All the more reason for us to do the right thing.
How's about you just say a prayer when we slide on by?
Has a bat.
Shall I remind you of the story of the Good Samaritan?
I'd rather you didn't. But we'll check it out. Could be survivors. And if not, well then, no one's gonna mind if we take a look around, see if there's not something of value they might have left behind.
Like some
Yeah, no, someone could be hurt.
No, now he's on board because like we might steal some
You got to get to
shit.
steal some shit.
Right. Oh, Casey.
Where do you think you're headed?
Slick.
Thought I'd offer my services. In case anyone on board required medical attention.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're a
Well.
doctor.
Captain Zoe, you're going in first. We'll holler if we need you. Something wrong?
Oh, no. Well, I suppose it's just the thought of a little mylar in glass being the only thing separating a person from nothing.
It's impressive what nothing can do to a man. Like that fella we bumped into. He likely stuck up under our belly about now. That's what space trash does, you know, kind of latches on the first big something, stops long enough. Hey, now, that'd be a bit like you and your sister, wouldn't it?
You ain't have to cock it around, man. You ain't have to cock it. Yeah, I get it. You know, you trying to be intimidating. Is that a spacesuit or a body armor?
Both.
Both. No, Elon won't be having none of that.
Okay, Wash.
This reminds me of Lost in
Ask Serenity
Space.
to knock for us.
So Wolski is there.
Or it was adults playing kids' games.
Dashboard light.
It's like a baby
Which
bike.
would be creepy. Tricycle bomb.
That's creepy.
The red
That's what you
balloon.
don't want to see.
Especially in space.
Man, they left all their food out? Like, where'd they go?
Whatever happened here happened quick.
Right.
I don't know if the alien movie exists in this world, but if they saw that shit, then I'd be a little bit more cautious.
Everything was left on. Ship powered down on its own. No sign of struggle. They're just
Gone.
No, everybody's stuck to the suit.
Sir. Personal log.
I was supposed to say that. Pull up the
Someone was in
personal
the
log.
middle of an entry.
How you know about the personal log?
It's in every spaceship movie ever.
It's like the black box. We can get her story in like 2 more episodes.
It's okay. Engine room.
I want you to take Keely and the doctor off this boat.
Don't ask questions.
What is that?
Psycho.
What did he do? Just
How his little ass string up everybody?
Captain?
maybe it's space
Captain.
dementia? Is that what this is?
Zoe!
Came from above, sir.
Galley.
I heard shooting.
River. What do you...
Follow the voices.
No, don't ever leave the ship. Not ever.
Can you handle her leave, sir?
What the chick shut down is going on in there?
Not now, dear.
Shut it down.
What is it though? Like someone has space dementia?
What'd you see?
Didn't. Came at me from behind. Big though. Strong. I think I might have hit him.
You did.
I mean, it's just a person, right?
No. No, no.
Easy now. No one's gonna hurt you.
No mercy. No.
Any more than we already did.
No mercy.
We got lots of mercy. We got lots and lots.
So bring your ass out here. See, he's not a stupid captain.
Why did he kill everybody though?
He's not stupid.
Yeah,
I like
no.
him.
He's very authentic and
He
real.
real life. I'll
Yeah.
punch
Oh,
that
yes.
Get your ass out here. We talk later.
He's a real beast. No wonder you're still alive.
Yeah.
No wonder he's still alive.
You can dish it, but you can't take it.
No wonder he's still
I don't know how
alive.
long he'd been living like that.
I know. But he must be real brave to survive like that when nobody else did.
Yeah, real hero killing all them people.
What? No, we don't believe that. We don't, do we?
Well, he the only one that can tell us.
Captain wouldn't have brought him on board with that the case.
Pulse is rapid. Blood pressure is high side of normal, to be expected.
Weak. They were all weak.
Other than the bullet wound, there doesn't appear to be any exterior trauma. Though that crack in the head he gave him probably didn't do him any good.
Drop his crazy head down.
Cattle for the slaughter.
Dope him.
I don't think there's
Just do it.
no mercy, no resistance.
What's good? I hope someone's gonna explain this to us.
Open up. See
Who is that?
what's
Is that
inside.
I fear the Walking Dead. Not really. Not really.
Can someone explain what's going on, please?
So, how's our patient?
Aside from borderline malnutrition, he's in remarkably good health.
So he'll live then.
Which to my mind is unfortunate.
Not a very charitable attitude, Captain.
Charity, you'd be putting a bullet in his brain, man.
Mal.
We're saving the suffering.
Right, no one goes in here.
Nothing more we can do for now, not after what he's seen.
What do you mean?
The ship was hit by reavers.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Reavers. Some cow.
Mal, how can you know?
He don't. That's
He
how.
probably survived having
No way.
that vent that he was at.
He was that other fella, the one we run into. Like I said before. He went stir crazy, killed the rest, then took a walk in space.
Just a second ago, you said that we...
Don't matter what I said. Wasn't Reavers. Reavers don't leave no survivors.
Strictly speaking, wouldn't say they did.
What are you suggesting?
No matter we took him off that boat, Shepard. It's a place he's gonna live from now on.
I don't accept that. Whatever horror he witnessed, whatever acts of barbarism, it was done by men. Nothing more.
Reavers ain't men.
Of course they are. Too long removed from civilization, perhaps. But men. And I believe there's a power greater than men. A power that heals.
He's gonna get so annoyed.
Reavers might take issue with that philosophy. If they had a philosophy. And they weren't too busy gnawing on your insides. Jane's right. Reavers ain't men. And they forgot how to be. They were just nothing. They got out to the edge of the galaxy with that place of nothing, and that's what they became.
Why are we still sitting here? If it was Reavers, shouldn't we be gone?
Work ain't
It's
done.
the first time we've seen Jane. Yeah, that's what I said. That's the first time we've seen him shook in his
I ain't
boots.
going over there with them bodies. No rutting way. Not if Reavers messed with them.
Jane, you'll scare the women.
Don't
I'll
scare the
go.
women.
Coming from a woman.
I've dealt with bodies, they don't worry me.
I'd like to go with him. Maybe see what I can do about putting those folks to rest.
These folks already resting pretty good, Shepard. Reaver saw that.
How we treat our dead is part of what makes us
God,
different
Shepard.
than those did the slaughter.
Just go and go then. Go and go. I ain't gonna stop you. You grown man.
All right. You go say your words. Jane, you'll help the doctor and Shepard Book cut down those people, then you'll load up the cargo.
I don't believe this. We're sitting put for a funeral?
Yes, Jane. That is exactly what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna have these people looking over my shoulder once we're gone. I ain't saying there's any peace to be had. On the off chance there is, those folks deserve a little of it.
He's already getting influence to have more empathy. It only
I
took
think I've got you figured out.
You becoming
See?
a nice guy.
just when I think I got you figured out.
I'm gonna kiss you for real.
He's gonna have so much character
That was real
development.
pretty, Captain.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Didn't think you were one for rituals and such.
I'm not. I figured it'll keep the others busy for a while. No reason to
Whatever.
concern them.
Yeah,
Don't try to talk it down now.
I don't give you reason.
Go ahead and be hard
You and
again.
Byrne being right so often.
What is that?
Booby trap. Reavers sometimes leave them with the rescue ships. Triggered it when we latched on.
And when we detach?
It blows.
Okay, so we don't detach. We just, I don't know, sit tight until...
Oh, I thought they did that.
Looks like they jerry-rigged it with a pressure catch. It's the only thing that work with all these spare parts. You could probably bypass that easy. We get to the DC line.
You tell me right now, little Kaylee, you really think you can do this?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
love
think
you.
so. Besides, if I mess up, it's not like you'll be able to yell at me.
That reaction is so like real life. Like you want to laugh, but like low key, it's not funny. This is actually really stressful. Ugh, babe.
Look them up.
After they ate them and stuff, babe. And you know we're gonna have to see these Reaper guys at some point.
I like how you wouldn't even take her as the mechanic on the thing. She's so unassuming.
But she's bad.
But she knows what she's doing.
No.
What are you doing?
I can't believe they ain't strapped him down though.
Like tie him to the
Yeah.
chair? Yeah.
I know they gave him some Saturdays, but don't trust no spaceman.
Oh yeah, I thought they did that too. The wires.
Yeah, when they connect
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
What's going on?
Well, right at this particular moment, say, not a thing, right?
Not one thing.
Looked like a thing to me.
Thought we might have had a situation, but it looks to be taken care of. Let's get that merchandise put away.
Think I'm crazy, man. We finished that first.
That was a weird pivot.
Everyone's home, Wash. Let's go.
No, don't you say that. It's the Reavers. The Goron Reavers come back.
Get that stuff stored.
Like it's gonna matter.
Just do it!
Stop being a little bitch right now. If we're going down, we gotta go down.
Shut up, babe. As if you wouldn't get scared at this moment.
Hey, we in space.
Babe, shut up!
We gotta space up.
Dock and be boarded.
Ooh, that's Alliance.
Now I'm scared. Cause now we're going to jail.
Because that's better than
Civilization finally got up for us.
You better keep it real talk.
I mean, they cannibals and savages, but like, are they badass? Like, can they fight and all that shit?
The bow. Make sure we sent them for that. Sir, we've identified the transport ship they were attached to. It was licensed to a group of families out of Bernadette. Their due to touchdown in Newhall 3 weeks ago. Never made it.
Once we secure these vultures, we'll send a team over. Check it out.
Sir, didn't we have a flag and a Firefly a while back?
Check.
Who's this little snitch back here?
Oh, here it is. An alert issued
smart
on an
man.
unidentified Firefly class believed to be carrying 2 fugitives, a brother and sister.
What are they wanted for?
It's not available. It's classified.
40,000 of these little wrecks in the air, and that's all they give us.
Well,
I'm not about to have any surprises on a routine check. We run into these two, we shoot first. Perhaps can sort it out later.
What are they gonna do? How are we gonna get out of this situation?
Open the stash, pull out the goods.
Classify what they
Just got
want.
done putting it in.
Yeah, and now I'm telling you to take it all out again.
Why for?
I got no
Why
notion
for?
to argue this. In about 2 minutes' time, this boat's gonna be crawling with Alliance.
No. We've got to run.
Can't run, pulling us in.
If they find us, they'll send River.
Only have to say it was her legs.
He's just a chatty Chatterton, babe.
Her legs, and right where her legs meet her back. That whole area.
That
and
what?
above it.
That whole area.
6 Gerslers crammed right
Lands.
under the cooling drive so that you strain your primary artery function and you end up having to recycle secondary exhaust through a bypass system just so as you don't end up pumping it through the main atmo feed and asphyxiating the entire crew. Now that's
Just
junk.
shows.
Have you seen what she wears?
Look, she's still pissed
Forget
that
about
they
it.
called
Have you ever been with
the
the
ship
warrior
junk
woman?
babe.
I ain't saying shit.
You get to see everybody's personality, babe. It's a really brilliant way to like.
Pirates with their own chaplain. There's an oddity.
Not the only oddity, Descent of Space Commander. Way of things not always so plain as on the central planets. Rules can be a mite fuzzier.
These fugitives that we're looking for, the brother and the sister, they were last seen on Persephone.
That a fact?
They also left port aboard a Firefly class transport. Just about the same time that you shipped out with Serenity.
Well, Persephone's a big place.
Yes. Yes, it is, and that Firefly isn't. And if anyone's hiding anywhere on it, we will find them.
Where they hide them, babe? What do you think?
Yeah, I could have sworn he told them to bring them all down there so
Yeah,
they could just be there.
No, so they could hide them. Oh, they're outside the ship. They're in spacesuits.
Oh, yeah. They not on the ship.
They're outside it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ain't gonna look out there.
Ugh, so smart.
That's very smart.
It's like the smartest thing ever. Like
Yeah,
how
you would think to look outside
how much
the ship.
oxygen do they have? Because that would make me nervous. Oh, she's happy.
She don't get to hear nothing out there.
Like, he's dying. He's freaking out, babe. The black nothingness of space. He's like, I need to get back inside ASAP.
All outside.
So, figure by now you've been over to the derelict. Seen for yourself.
Yes. Terrible thing.
Well, my advice, you won't tow it back. Just fire the whole grime thing from space. Be done with it.
That ship is evidence. I'm not in the habit of destroying evidence.
Of course not. Be against the rules. I'm gonna make a leap here and figure this is your first tour out here on the border.
It's a very loyal crew you have there. But then I can tell by your record you have a tendency to inspire that quality in people. Sergeant.
It's not Sergeant. Not more. War's over.
For some, the war will never be over. I noticed your ship's called Serenity. You were stationed on Hera at the end of the war. Battle of Serenity Valley took place there, if I recall.
You know, I believe you might be right.
Independence suffered a pretty crushing defeat there. And some say that after Serenity, the Browncoats were through, that the war ended in that valley.
Ooh, he's trying to push his buttons, babe.
Seems odd you name your ship after a valley we're on the wrong side of.
May have been the losing side. Still not convinced it was the wrong one.
Is that why you attacked that transport?
What?
You're still fighting the same battle, Sergeant. Only those weren't soldiers you murdered. They were civilians, families,
Oh my
citizens
God.
loyal to the
We didn't
Alliance,
murder
trying to make
them.
a new life for themselves, and you just can't stand that, can you?
So we attacked that ship, then brought the only living survivor to our infirmary. Is that what we did?
I'd ask him. Only I'm not sure he'll be able to speak with his tongue split down the middle.
With the chin up.
I haven't seen that kind of torture since the war.
I should have known.
You and your crew are bound by law. Formal charges will be transmitted to Central Authority.
Commander, I'm not what you need to be concerned about right now. Things go the way they are, there's gonna be blood.
Wait, why?
That guy turned to a real man.
Oh, maybe he is a Reaver. They left him on there? I don't know. Just kidding. That sounds stupid.
Reavers. That is what I said.
You can't imagine how many times men in my position hear that excuse. Reavers did it.
It's the truth.
You saw them, did you?
Wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if I had.
No, of course not.
I'll tell you who did. That poor bastard you took off my ship. He looked right into the face of it, was made to stare.
It.
The darkness. Kind of darkness you can't even imagine. Blacker than the space it moves through.
Very poetic.
They made him watch. And he probably tried to turn away. They would have let him. You call him a survivor, he's not. A man comes up against that kind of will, the only way to deal with it, I suspect, is to become it.
Mm-hmm.
He's following the only course left to him. First he'll try to make himself look like one. Cut on himself, desecrate his flesh, and then he'll start acting like one.
Val looks back like, did you really have to fuck up all my shit like this? Like,
Yeah.
shit in his face?
And that's it. They still human. That's all you gotta do. Tap out. Hey man, actually it's good that you had me handcuffed like that because I wouldn't have been
He
able to
saved
do
his
that.
car on life. He still takes the cargo.
Aw, they took the cargo though.
You had to. Couldn't let us profit. Wouldn't be civilized.
Well, at least you still got your ship and everything.
So he does end up blowing up the ship like Mal totally did.
Alright, that was episode 1-3 of Firefly. And hey, it's getting better and better, man. I'm enjoying it. Look, that was a complete show right there. You know, it wasn't no slow things or anything like that. So I was appreciating everything that was going on. Can't wait to meet one of these Reavers live in person. I don't know if that was a Reaver or if that was just a person, like the captain said, made to just become crazy.
Yeah.
So I know we'll get to see these Reavers in the future right here. Everybody got some stories that we need to develop and get to. I know we'll see that coming up. I am liking the way it's going. I'm also feeling the captain. This is the second time right now he has shown me he is a real true life person. He has my personality and probably everybody else's personality who watch TV shows to be like, why you just don't do that shit? And he did it. He be doing it. So it's the second time he done showed me that he gonna be doing it. He'll take it there, and I'm appreciating all that. I had a good time with this episode, man. I'm glad they got away. I was hoping it wasn't finna turn out to something crazy. So now we'll see how we about to develop on everything else. So I'm just pretty excited about it. So can't wait to get to the next episode.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the highlight for me, a couple of the highlights, but one of the highlights for me was the interview process. As far as, you know, interrogating each of the crew members, I thought they did such a great job of solidifying everybody's personality in that space. I thought especially the the Alliance guy trying to push Mal's buttons by like bringing up the war, and like I felt like Mal had some restraint. Like it was difficult because you know he will snap off if you step to him about the war.
But he a calm snapper though.
But I thought I mean he will snap off. Yeah. That's why every year he goes to the bar specifically to go in a fight. That's not no calm snapping. He wants to fight somebody.
He don't like
But like he had some restraint in that. But I absolutely Kaylee was probably one of my favorites. Kaylee geeking out and being so pissed that they called her ship a piece of trash or whatever they said, a piece of junk, and her like literally, it's not even part of the integration. It's not even part of the
interrogation.
Interrogation, but she's like, I need to say my piece. Like, it is so much better than a piece of shit. That was adorable. And then obviously Jane not saying anything was fire. And then I love the balance of the married couple as far as her not saying shit and him being like, I love everything, especially her butt. Like, I just thought that whole part was so great. It did such a great job of like reflecting all of their personalities. I had so much fun with that. The plot or the strategy as far as having River and Simon outside the ship in spaceships was brilliant. I loved it so much. Typically, you see them, you know, hidden in some space within the ship, which they literally do tear up the ship when looking. So that seems a lot less plausible than them being outside, which is so brilliant. It's so smart.
And this show is back in the day, and I haven't seen any other space show ever do that to have it outside the ship. I mean, it's just so smart. It makes sense.
Like, makes so much sense. I loved it so much. And like to your point, when he's like, yeah, everything's cool, when he's like pulling up the guy from the other ship and just knocks him out, he's like, we'll deal with you once we're on here.
What are you talking about?
And I thought it was a really creepy episode. The way they did the whole walking onto the ship and all the music and like the sounds that were happening created this whole super creepy effect. And then to have it revealed with the Reavers and looking up, all of that worked for me. It creeped me the hell out. To your point though, like whether we're gonna see Reavers in the future or not, like personally I hope that doesn't happen because I feel like that's gonna be bad and they are creepy as fuck. So maybe we have like little bits. I don't need to see them because they obviously go and murder everybody and eat them, and that just seems insane. We'll see how that plays out, but I like the way they're introducing this super creepy faction or factor of this universe that we're in right now, to where even like the Alliance thought they were myths, so to speak, and got their first taste of like, no, this shit is real. But it was just a solid episode from start to finish. I enjoyed the shit out of it, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Firefly Season 1, Episode 3. And until next time, people, peace.